Nice mustache there, Ira.
Those lines, Lovie.
It really is good to get the off season started. Um, some of the players I've seen a little bit, but most of them, I haven't. So it's kind of good to start the process of catching up on what they've been doing. And for us, it does kind of seem like yesterday when we're just kind of finishing up and leaving. But we have a long ways to go. We realize that. But you're just kind of eager for the players to get back, and you see it, in their faces that they can't wait to start off-season program. And, an off-season program, we're not getting ready to start game planning, and it's not game day, anything like that. It's just, tedious work behind the scenes. Those 4 hours we can use right now with the players. We're going to use every second of it, and hopefully we become a whole lot better football team. As I talked to the football team this morning, talked to them about, going forward. I'm not going to talk a lot about what happened last year. We didn't meet our goals last year. Just about going forward, and right now we're at the same place everyone else is. So it's kind of what we do from here on out. Got to change our mentality, get more of a championship mentality, and you get that through hard work, starting off in off season. Excited about the schedule. Can't wait for the schedule to come out to see exactly who we open up with, and when we play, how our division opponents, when we play them. So there's a lot of excitement, with this week. A lot of excitement for the draft to come up too. We've done a lot of work, with the draft. We've traveled. You hear my voice a little bit, kind of getting over some flu-type symptoms. When you go cross-country in a day, a lot of things happen. But I have thoroughly enjoyed the process of getting to know a lot of these young men, and a few really getting to know them. And I think in the end, most decisions aren't that hard if you put the work in and try to get as many questions as you can answered. The decision on what you should do and what we will do, it isn't as hard as you might think. So it's kind of where we are. Take your question.
Lovie, you talked about all the work you put in. Obviously, there's a lot of talk around Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston. Is it kind of surprising when you look around some of the differing opinions on these guys, when you look at guys that have been GMs and head coaches in the league, seem pretty divided, with both these quarterbacks? It's not kind of a clear-cut guy coming out that they're sold on. It's, you've got John Gruden and Tony Dungy and Bill Polian kind of picking Marcus Mariota, and others are saying, Jameis Winston is the clear hit. Does that cloud things for you, or do you have to just go with your own opinion?
No, you go with our own opinion. I'm getting information from you right now on what everyone thinks we should do, but we don't get into an awful lot. We have a group inside our building. Their opinion really matters, and the first 3rd and 1, we're not going to start calling people on what we should do. We trust our building, and but that said a lot about some of the athletes coming out. You mentioned 2 quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks are excellent players, and both are going to have a lot of success in the league. So there should be different opinions, and I think there's different opinions about quite a bit. You guys never write the same thing you both see the same play. You write something totally different with it, so that's just a part of it.
Lovie, what's your take on the fact that it's about a 50-50 proposition with first-round quarterbacks? Why half of them make it and half of them don't? Is it lack of patience? Is it poor preparation, or in terms of the draft selection? What is it?
Again, that's an opinion. I don't know how to answer that, Roy. Because that has very little to do with. I believe in history, and history can tell you a lot of things, but not about the players we have coming out. As I see it, there are different guys coming out, different year, and if it was that simple that this happened this year, so that means the same thing is going to. It just doesn't work like that. And I haven't been in this situation very often. I just know from going through it, though, and getting to know these guys. I know you say the odds say that only so many guys, I guess quarterbacks make it. The ones we spend a lot of time with just seem like we're going to buck that trend a little bit this year. Yes, Gary.
I asked Jason how important this draft was to this franchise. He said it was huge. Would you agree with that? Is this a franchise turning event?
Well, I think you can look at every draft. Hall of Famer Derek Brooks would say that draft with he and Sapp was a franchise. Leroy Selman's draft, franchise-changing draft. But for us, since we have the first pick in the draft, we hope that's the case. And I think it's a pretty strong draft, and we get to set the pace. We get our pick, and again, it's just not that first pick. It's the others we're going to get to. And we need a little bit, and we think we're going to get some excellent football players.